YouTube video. Now today we're gonna be ranking fish that I've had over the past 10 or so years of me being a fish tank keeper. Now it's all biased. Obviously a lot of you may be having better luck than I do. So let's see what we can do. So we're gonna start off with the red tail shark. Now red tail shark, I've had a couple over the past couple years, and I think that these guys are an A. They're a very reliable fish. You know, they're more aggressive than their counterpart, the rainbow and the albino shark. But overall, I've had only one, and his name was Scar. And Scar, I didn't talk about in the last video released recently. He did die at the prime age of almost, 4 years. So 4 years out of 8 or 6 years, depending on like the conditions they're in. Yeah, so Scar was one of the best, well, the only red tail shark I ever owned, and he was very good. Now next we're gonna go with Bala sharks. Bala sharks, I'm gonna give a D. I've been very not good with them, unfortunately. I've never had a ball shark last more than a month. Probably due to my tank size and due to how delicate of a species they are. I would not, for beginners, I do not recommend getting these. But yeah, next we're gonna go with the emerald Cory catfish. Definitely gonna go in S tier for sure. Out of all the Cory catfish I've had, emeralds have definitely been the ones that survived the longest. Right now, currently we have Emmy in the 30-gallon tank, who's about to be 4 years old. Every predecessor I've had, emeralds, for some reason, is just a more successful fish. Next, we have the Julie Cory catfish. I'm gonna give it a C. I don't know. Every time I get one of these guys, they don't last a while. They just die. But the thing is, you don't expect their death. You just find them dead, and it's weird for why this Cory catfish is just. I'm so unsuccessful with it. Now B, we're gonna go with the peppered Cory catfish. Now I've only had two of these guys. First one was Gino, who lived up to 6 years. Second one lived for a year. I don't know why it died. I forget. But these guys, they have a good coloration. Yeah. Since the last one I had, I haven't got another one. Will I get another one soon? I don't know. We'll see. Next we have the Panda Cory cat. Also going in C tier for me. For some reason these guys just I've been unlucky with them as well. Of like living a good life. I don't know why, but definitely one of the cooler ones. Next, we have our next S tier, Rainbow Shark. Rainbow Sharks are incredible. This is definitely my favorite fish by far. Rainbow, 6 years, 6 inches. Had him, he passed away in 2016. Best shark I ever had. Rogue, one of the other Rainbow Sharks I had. He lived for a good 3 years. He killed 4 fish. He was a very dangerous one, but yeah. Currently, I don't have a rainbow shark. I will hope to get one soon for the 30-gallon tank, but yeah. Next, we have the Pictus catfish. I think these guys deserve A for me. Pictus catfish are such a very simple catfish. The only problem I have with them is that they always seem to get ick. They get to very good size. They're chill. They're crazy, but they won't like kill anything unless they get bigger than it. I've had very good experiences with them, and yeah. Next, striped Raphael catfish. Put it at B. I've only got these guys recently, so I haven't But since I've gotten them, they're very reliable fish for me. Haven't had to replace them. I currently have 3, one in the 30-gallon tank, 2 in the 55, and yeah, they're chilling. Next, we have the Colombian silver tip shark. This guy goes in C. I had 2 of these guys. One of them got ick and died, and the other one died due to unfortunate water conditions. These guys are very rare. You're not going to find them at PetSmart or Petco. You're going to have to find them in exotic pet stores. They get really big, but unfortunately I haven't had any good luck. Next we have the albino rainbow shark, also going in C tier. I know. Albino rainbow sharks, they are just very good looking fish. The issue is that for me, I haven't had one live for a while. These guys, they die unexpectedly. Um, I really hope the one I have in the 55 gallon, who is now named Crescent. Shout out to my friend Julia, who named him. Her, who named her Crescent. Hopefully, we can have a long life for once. Next, we got the Yo-Yo Loach, going in A tier. I only have owned one of these in my fish tank career, and the one I got is still alive to this day, and is in the 55-gallon tank, and has been doing incredible, absolutely incredible, incredible. Next, we got the Algae Eater, also gonna go in A tier. The Chinese Algae Eater I have had, actually no, this guy's going in S tier. Chinese Algae Eater I have had no issues with at all. These guys, whenever I get them, they live long lives. The only thing I'll kill them is ick or just die unexpectedly. They keep the tank clean. I haven't had any of them try to like eat the other fish like they tend to do, but Chinese Algae Eater is very good fish. Glowfish, we're gonna put in A. Glowfish, anytime, only glowfish tetras I've had have lived good lives usually. They're very hardy fish, very reliable, no issues with them, and yeah. Same thing with the black skirt tetra, A tier for sure. I've only had two of these guys, and they've lived long lives. White skirt tetra, we're gonna put at A as well. Last time I owned one of these was a couple years ago, but the same thing goes. These guys live for a while whenever I get them. Next, we have the Opaline Gourami. Opaline Gourami, I'm putting it in S tier. Shout out Big Bertha. Shout out Curly, Mo, and Larry. Every Opaline Gourami I've had, very successful. They don't die. They've been very strong, and they have character, these fish. Definitely one of my favorites by far. Now the gold gourami, we're gonna put in B tier. These guys, it's tougher with them because I don't know. They are just not as on par with the opaline. They're also very aggressive when it comes like the gold gouramis I have had. They're aggressive. I only had one live for a while. The rest have just perished due to unfortunate circumstances. But hopefully the next one I get, they'll do better. Next, we have the powdered Dove Gourami. It's tough with this one, but we're gonna go with C. These guys, I've had a unsuccessful. Dwarf Gouramis on and overall are very complicated fish to keep alive with all their health issues, and the same goes for me as I can't keep these guys alive for a while. Now the Electric Blue Akara, I've only had one of these, and unfortunately it died due to ick. So I'm gonna put it at D. I'm gonna put it at F actually, cause it killed it, and I haven't got one since. But I don't know. I think like it's a good fish to have. I just wasn't lucky, so we're gonna put B tier for sure. The Abuna, the cichlids, I have all the African cichlids. I'll give it an A, since I've gotten cichlids. Actually, we'll give them S. Since I've gotten cichlids in the past 2 years, they have been incredible. The only thing that has killed these things is ick, and that's about it. Very good fish. And now our first F tier fish, the Black Molly. Now, last time I owned mollies was it's about 5 years now, and let me tell you, when it came to having black mollies, these guys were the most fragile molly fish I ever had. I could not, for the life of me, have one survive past a year. I don't know if it was my conditions, but considering they were housed with other mollies at the time, and the other mollies were faring better, I don't know. I just never got the hang of it. The Dalmatian molly, not as good. I mean, a tad bit better than the black molly, but same thing goes. It was a struggle to keep these guys alive. Now, the most successful molly I ever had was the white mollies. For some reason, the white mollies were definitely the stronger of the types. Big Mama, she lasted a while, but Big Mama is the last white molly I ever had. Rest in peace. Don't even get me started on the orange mollies. The orange mollies, F tier for sure. Orange mollies are the only fish that I've had to return twice for them dying the day of me putting them in the tank. I've had an orange molly the last time I got it, put it in the tank, and it was dead within a day. Next, we have the swordtails. Swordtails, we're going to give them a D. I don't know. I've been having bad luck again with the swordtails. I don't know what to say. It's just unfortunate circumstances. Next, we have Pleiades. Pleiades overall were definitely faring better in my 20-gallon community tank when I had it than the mollies. Just a more stronger type of fish to have. The albino Cory catfish, definitely A tier. I think besides the emerald, the albino Cory catfish I've had a lot of success with and keeping them in the tank. They only, they are very good fish. They got character, and hopefully I get one soon. Next, we have the Serpe Tetra. This one's also going to go in A tier. I had two of these in the 30-gallon tank before the ick outbreak hit, and they lived for 3 years, each of them. Will I get more? To be determined. The Priscilla Tetra, we're going to have to put it at B tier. I only own two of these things. One of them died unexpectedly. The other one died soon after as well, unexpectedly. It's a cool fish. Very small. If you like small fish, definitely go in it. The Red Eye Tetra, again, B tier. I had two of these. One of them died as soon as I got it due to some bladder issue. And then the second one survived for a while and unfortunately met the dust due to the ick outbreak. Beta fish. I think beta fish, they get a lot of hate. But, B tier. Some betas, they can be tough to take care of, but, more often than not, you gotta know what you're doing in order to take care of these guys. Next, we have the Flame Dwarf Gourami. Definitely one of the more difficult gouramis to deal with. I've had less success with these guys than the Powder Blue Gourami. It's tough. These guys are cool, and, I like the color. It's just, I don't know, they just never had to click. Neon Tetras, only had one, and it lived for a while, but I consider them F tier fish. Not only because of the fact that they're advertised for beginners, but this is the time. If you're beginning on a fish tank, do not get this fish. These guys, you need to get them in a group, and you need to monitor the waters because of how sensitive they are. If your tank is not 70 degrees consistently, and a lot of aquarium beginners aren't thinking about getting a heater, this is something I'll stay away from. Giant Danios I had, and I'm gonna give them an A. Giant Danios I had a while ago. I never posted a video of them, but I had them in my 30-gallon tank. And I had them in my 20-gallon tank, and I was getting the 30-gallon. I was trying to do a reset. So I shipped my two off to one of my friends. And they might still be alive, but these guys lived for whenever I got them, they lived forever until I shipped them off. So I definitely got to give them an A status. Next we have Roseline Sharks. I got to give them a C. In my experience, Roselines, I don't know, I had a group of them and then they all died. I mean, it's tough, sometimes you get lucky with the fish you're given or you don't get lucky. And it's tough because I like this fish. I might try in the future to get it again. But if you don't have a group, you need a group for sure. Next we have the Buenos Aires Tetra. This is the wrong picture for it, but I got too lazy to replace it. And I've had amazing success with those guys as well. The only thing that killed them was ick, of course. Ick has been a problem. Clown Pecco, it's going up to S tier. Sorry, let's move it up. Spike, my boy. The only Clown Pecco I owned was Spike, and he lived a good life. I hope to get another one soon. These guys, small Pleco, they don't make a lot, they don't make a mess like the other Plecos do. And, you're always wondering if he's alive or not. And when you least expect it, he's going to poke out of his hiding spot. Next, we have the Pearl Gourami. Right now, I'm undecided. This is a fish I just got. But I think for now, I'm going to put it at B. I've had them the past 3 days. They've been doing good with Curly, Mo, and Larry. You'll see them in the new video when I update. I think these guys are a very cool fish, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Then we have the Lyral Tail Molly, black and yellow Lyral Tail Money. Again, this Molly is the Molly I had the most success with, by far. This is the one Molly that I had lived past 2 years. And you know, it's tough to get these Mollies to live unless you know I guess you're monitoring them well. Next, we have the Golden Chinese Algae Eater, also gets F. Um, Honestly, I can't even blame the fish. I can only blame Rogue. Rogue would always kill every golden Chinese algae eater I had in a tank, so I stopped getting them. They're cool fish, but obviously Rogue had other plans when he was king of the tank. And next we have the Iridescent Shark. I only had one of these guys. He lived for a while, he got to a good length, and unfortunately, Ick killed him. So yeah, the common trend here is that Ick has been a nuisance in my fish tanking career, but hopefully going forward we don't have to deal with it. But yeah, guys, in S tier we got Emerald, Cory Cat, Rainbow Shark, Chinese Algae Eater, Opaline, African Cichlids, and the Clown Pleco. And yeah, this is the fish tank tier list of all the fish I've owned. I'm not gonna lie, it seems that I haven't expanded variety as much, but it appears I'm definitely leaning more into the gouramis. And yeah, well, this is it, guys. This is the fish tank tier list of my fish I've had in my fish tank career. Hopefully, this expands as we move on to later years. But that is all. Thank you, guys. Have a great day and peace.